Do do wah, do do wah, do do wah, do do wah. The sun is shining, it's a lovely day. A perfect morning for a kid to play. But you've got lots of bills to pay. What can you do? You work real hard and the pay's real low, and every hour goes oh so slow. And at the end of the day, there's nowhere to go but home to Avenue Q. You live on Avenue Q. Your friends do too. You are 22 and you live on Avenue Q. You live on Avenue Q. You live on Avenue Q. So yes, we're going to talk today about Avenue Q, the 2003 musical, which is a parody, a very adult version of Sesame Street. And everything in it is pretty much a parody of Sesame Street from A to Z, pardon the pun. But what I just sang for you is the theme song that you're encountered with when you come see the show. And very reminiscent of Joe Raposo's Sunny Day, sweeping the clouds away. But yeah, it's nowhere near Sesame Street. It's a wonderful little show, though. But it was made by Jeff Marks and Robert Lopez. Now, Robert Lopez, you may know that name. He's an American songwriter. He co-created the Book of Mormon. And he and his wife, Kristen Anderson Lopez, made songs for Frozen, Frozen 2, and Coco. So all those songs that get stuck in your head, you could just let it go. Okay. Anyway, he is the only person to have won all four major awards more than once, which means he won 2 Oscars, 3 Tonys, 3 Grammys, and 4 Emmys. It's pretty darn impressive. So they met. Jeff Marks and Robert Lopez met each other at a songwriting class. And they had decided to write songs for a speculative Muppet movie based on Hamlet called Kermit, Prince of Denmark. Hi-ho. But the class loved the idea. But it was ultimately turned down by the Henson family. Who knows? So, not to be discouraged, they decided to create Avenue Q, which was originally conceived as a TV show. But following a public reading, it along with the human interaction with the puppets, can't say Muppets, that's Henson, puppets, they decided to make it a Broadway musical. And it hit off-Broadway in March of 2003 for 72 performances, closed May of 2003, and opened promptly that summer on Broadway, July of 2003, and ran for 2,500 plus performances. Closed September of 2009. Was up for 6 Tony Awards, won for Best Musical, Best Book of a Musical, and Best Original Score. And it is still going strong through amateur and professional theater companies. But it's wonderful. It's got the interaction between the adults and the puppets, like I said. You have a few adults, as well as the spoofed versions. Their names are Tricky Monster, who lives by himself and sits all day on the computer searching for, well, you know, what would he look for on the computer? But anyway, there's also Rod and Nikki. Now, you know, everybody presumes that Ernie and Bert, just because they live together in a basement apartment, are gay. Well, to protect the names of the innocent in Avenue Q, Rod and Nikki are, in fact, gay, even though Rod denies it as much as he wants to. Nikki knows secretly that he is. And they sing this wonderful duet, If You Were Gay. I'm only one person, so I have to sing it from the from the viewpoint of Nikki, because he sings most of it anyway. So, in this month of June, I present to you from Avenue Q, If You Were Gay. Hey, Rod, you'll never guess what happened to me on the subway this morning. This guy was smiling at me and talking to me. He was being real friendly, and I think he was coming on to me. I think he might have thought I was gay. You don't have to get all defensive about it, Rod. I didn't mean anything by it. I just think it's something we should be able to talk about. Well, okay, just so you know, if you were gay, that'd be okay. I mean, 'cause, hey, I'd like you anyway, because you see, if it were me, I would feel free to say that I was gay, but I'm not gay. If you were queer, I'd still be here, year after year, because you're dear to me, and I know that you would accept me too. If I told you today, hey, guess what? I'm gay, but I'm not gay. I'm happy just being with you. So what should it matter to me what you do with other guys? If you were gay, I'd shout, hooray! And here I'd stay, but I wouldn't get in your way. You can always count on me to be beside you every day, to tell you it's okay. You were just born that way, and as they say, it's in your DNA, you're gay. If you were gay. So yes, it's the month of June, and I have plenty of friends who are in the LGBTQ plus lifestyle, and I couldn't be more proud to be friends of you. I'm glad you stand up for what you stand up for. I recently just posted on Facebook a meme saying, I'd rather be excluded for who I include than be included for those I exclude. So yes, I'm proud to be your friend, and I'm glad you are who you are. And those of you who may be hiding, hey, come out in public. Be friends with everybody. As Jesus says, love everyone as I have loved you. And that means everyone. Sorry to get political here, but that's the way I personally feel. So, thank you all for watching. God bless you all. Peace.